I know? Okay. Anyway. The MSQ, we go. In search of Esda. Excellent timing in it, Ignis. Just moments ago, I received word from the Ironworks. They have completed their task and are on their way with the reinforced warding skills. Similarly, our alchemists have also succeeded in creating an artificial automos. All is in readiness for our journey to the void. I have instructed our comrades to gather at the Great Work. Let us head there at once. Okay. Oh, the Great Work. It's outside. Yeah. I knew that. Our comrades are here, but the Ironworks still have yet to arrive. To thus create a void scent, Honish alchemists are just clever as they are bold. Yeah, I'll say so. There you are, Ignis. I present to you the fruits of the alchemist's labor, the artificial automos. I mean, he's kind of cute. Though we've yet to put it to the proof, its ether is practically identical to the original. To that of the original. A truly remarkable feat in so short a time. Our alchemists have outdone themselves yet again. Small wonder that they are the pride of Radzat Han. I would express my gratitude to Nidana, but it appears she isn't here. She rushed off after bringing the automos to attend to a pressing task, but said that she would return ere we set forth. Which should be shortly after our friends from the Ironworks arrive with the warding skills. Did someone say warding skills? Because it just so happens we have them. Oh, Nero! It's good to see you. Right on cue. Just good to see you all again. For the president himself to attend, keen to bear witness to our little experiment, are you? You know I am. I was there at the Crystal Tower, lest you forget. I wouldn't miss this for the world. You don't mind if we come along and set you off, I hope. It's thanks to these three that we could finish the work so quickly. 'Twas my painstakingly collecting data that made the reinforcement possible. The skills will last a good 10 years in the void with nary a hint of degradation. Oh, good. As ones who did the actual reinforcing, we guarantee their quality as well. They'll keep you safe. But enough bragging. Here are the skills. With these, you can search for my sister without fear of corruption. I know not how to repay you. Don't mention it. Midgard Stormer came to the rescue in the rift. It's the least we can do to help his children. Thank you. Well, my friend, my only regret is that I won't be able to accompany you on this latest great adventure. Wait. Nidana, is aught the matter? Before you depart, Your Excellency, there is something we wish to present to you. Will you please come with me? You would not delay us without good cause. Very well. Forgive me, my friends, but I require a moment. Yeah, go ahead. Oh, okay, bye, Nero. Talking to Estinian. He's certainly taking his time. What sort of grand present could take so long to receive? The kind that'll help him in the void, I presume. In that godforsaken place, he'll need all the help he can get, but you of all people ought to know that, yeah? Oh, the Radiant Host is here.
My apologies for keeping you waiting.
Yep, I had to think that's what it was.
Vritra, I presume.
Aw.
Indeed, this vessel now serves as a host for my eye. I was aware that the alchemists were busy preparing something, but this...
We couldn't well send you on such a perilous mission unprepared, Your Excellency. We spared no effort in crafting the body, and I dare say you'll find it adept at wielding weapons and magics both. 'Twas our intent to present it to you sooner, but we could not bring ourselves to do so, knowing we could yet improve it further. Pray forgive us.
There is naught to forgive. I am grateful for this fine vessel, and shall put it to good use.
Oh, he has custom horns. That's so cool.
Again, I ask that you watch over Radzatan in my absence. The dangers we go to face are great and many, and I fear I will be unable to give matters here due attention. And in opening the Void Gate, there is ever risk that Voidsent will find their way into our world.
Rest assured, we are more than prepared. Our soldiers have been training under Master Estinian. On my honor, we will not suffer a single fiend to pass. So, think only of your mission, Varshan. Ah, but seeing as this is a different body, perhaps we should use a different name.
Nay, Vashan shall suffice. Though I may have thus grown up, I am as ever a little brother to you all.
As you say, as you say. Go then, Varshan. And best of luck.
I have something for you as well. While you were gone, Urianger paid us a visit. As you may recall, he joined us on our foray into Alzadar's legacy, in part to conduct research for the Loporrits. Research they were delighted to receive, and which has already inspired them to consider new ways to improve their own treasure vault. As a token of their gratitude, Livingway entrusted a familiar relic to Urianger.
A crystal.
Aye, the crystal, which showed the way to Meteon. The Loporrits no longer have need of it, and thus saw fit to return it to us. Harboring the power of light, it could well aid us in our mission in the Void. And who better to bear Heidelin's gift than her chosen champion?
If there is nothing left to discuss, then let us depart. Our boat awaits us in Akyali.
Off we go. The such up that you and your fellows have already departed for the vault. Are you ready to set forth? Yes.
I shall now lift the seal. In the name of Al-Zadar III, I cast open this door unto the void!
Go. Absorb the Void Gate.
Oh my.
It worked. We should have no trouble passing through a gate of that size.
What can we expect to find after stepping through?
On my previous foray, I emerged in a castle swarming with void scent. I was hopelessly outnumbered and forced to turn back. But together, I am confident we can hold our own. Upon our arrival, let us deal with any hostile entities and secure the area. The command of our mission, I leave in your capable hands. In the event of battle, I shall adapt my tactics to complement your own.
Should we require healing, I can provide it. 'Twould be a welcome change of pace from my recent havoc wreaking.
Okay, that's what I was worried about, because I don't have a tank.
Take heart, my friends, and have faith. We will brave this broken world and rescue my sister Ajdaya.
Already. Going right into that dungeon. So she's healing. DPS. Tank. Okay. Alright. Oh yeah, I guess we're going to the 13th technically. So across the rift. The Fell Court of Troya. Oh, that's weird. Hmm? Oh. Whoa. It's nice to see you healing again, Stola. Nice. Well,
No mercy!
oops. I messed up my rotation. That's bad. Those ones appear to be sentries. Guarding the dungeon, I shouldn't doubt. I kind of like that thing. Whatever that thing is, but I like it. Yeah, I do like this dungeon. It is very... kind of gives me Underworld vibes. Underland, not Underworld, Underland. Oh, can I go in here? Huh. I probably shouldn't. That'd be a terrible idea, but... A scavenger. Oh, there's more than one. Whoa. Well. There we go. Rip them apart if you must, or drift in ether will suffice. Your will be done. Oh, well, we met the person at the castle already.
I will end this farce.
End of the gauntlet. Oh, hello. There's more of you. Try this, try this.
You're mine!
I will not hold back. I will not hold back.
You tell him, Stola. As she goes and uses black magic. Uses black magic.
I will end this farce.
Whoop. Ah. So
I will not hold back.
This will hurt.
you tell him, Simeon.
I will end this farce.
You're mine!
Oh. Aha. Fun. Materia. Ooh. Doesn't that look nice? Ah! Wait. That must be the castle proper. Not yeah, I know. That looks kind of nice. Oh, I'm sure she's here somewhere. Trojan card. No, not Trojan. Troya? Troyan.
hold
Whoa,
back.
whoa, whoa. Bad puppy. Where's the other? Nope. Okay. Oh, I like that statue. Oh. Well, thank you for following. I like that statue. Kinda want one. Oh, is it? I didn't realize it was low. I'm the only one awake in my house right now, so I might just be talking too quiet. How are you doing today?
No mercy!
I imagine an hour or so someone else will be up, but right now I'm the only one awake. I'm good. I'm glad that you're good too. I'm just enjoying the new content for Final Fantasy XIV. Okay. Oh, there's a coffer in here. Give me this. Oh, well, I would appreciate that. Well, today I'll be streaming pretty much throughout the day. You know, with it being patch day and everything. Ooh, I backflipped onto the table. Nice.
I will end this farce.
Well, I really appreciate it. I'm hoping the next month or so I'll be able to properly debut.
You forced my hand.
Well, okay. Well, I hope you enjoy yourself. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go stand there. Bad. Oh, I thought I recognized that model. Earring of casting. Fun. Beatrice. You gonna fight us this time?
This will hurt.
Okay.
You're mine.
Ooh. Uh-huh.
You're mine.
Well,
You're mine.
Justinian. Away. Uh-oh. Oh good, you can estimate it. I was gonna be worried. That's gonna take a minute to figure out. What is this? Well,
I will not hold back.
there we go. Okay, bye. Ooh. Can I sit on this? I can. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. I'll have to come back later. Getting to the end now. I'm not used to getting the dungeon, you know, in the first part of the...
You underestimate me.
No mercy.
They do AoEs now, or I'm just overpowered right now. Which, considering I have BIS for 6.1, I'm probably just overpowered. It is a nice place, though. Not aesthetically, I suppose. Oh, hello. Materia. Which I probably need. I'll have to go look at that later. I know I'm gonna have to grab the crafting gear. And I have the guild to spare right now. Just getting a house isn't gonna happen anytime soon.
I will end this farce.
I am of the first group. You underestimate me.
A steward. There we go. Estinian doesn't even wait for Barshan, he just hopped right in there. Over here. You're holding your own there, Varshan.
You're mine.
All right. Trapped in my own domain. No, I won't be. I don't want to be eaten. Well, I don't want to eat you. To be fair.
So the gate did open again and delivered the most mouth-watering morsels.
Oh, hello.
I am Scarmilione, Archfiend of Earth and first of Golbez's Circle of Four.
Ah.
Such pleasure I will take in delivering you unto your graves.
Wow. Right into one of the four. Well, this is fine too.
Your ether is mine!
cursed echo? Ah.
Breathe deep of your death.
Uh-oh. Okay, I think I'm out.
You must die.
Yep. I thought that was what I was gonna do.
My blade thirsts for blood.
Oh, what's good with you guys? They told me not to stand. Yep. That's Final Fantasy IV music.
Protect me, my minions.
Rude.
I will end this farce.
Uh-oh.
I will end this farce.
You underestimate me!
Go, 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 go.
I give you a taste of true despair.
Yeah.
Stubborn mortals.
Definitely stubborn.
Come, fill your lungs.
Ah. So don't stand by the wall. Good to know.
I will not hold back.
No, I will not be defeated by you.
But you will.
All or nothing! Time to end this!
There we go. Well, that's one less lord to worry about.
This Scarmalione, he knew the gate had opened.
And not for the first time. He and his brethren must keep watch over the portal.
As we do ours, but to unflinchingly consume a fellow Voidsent. Like men, perhaps they form factions and fight amongst themselves.
Probably.
The question is, what will the minions do?
Mm-hmm.
Your mistress is no more, and the one who consumed her we slew in turn. Do you still mean to try us?
He's got a point. Like, you guys really want to test that?
I expect some Voidsent are more intelligent than others. Perhaps these ones simply do not understand our words.
Even beasts ought to understand strength.
No, he's got a point, Shola. He's got a point.
There is much we do not know about Voidsent. If we are to survive their world, it would be wise to learn their ways.
Let's proceed with caution and pick up what we can.
Sage advice, my friend. 'Tis reassuring to have one so experienced with us.
They're just gonna watch us? Just gonna hang out?
I am here, sister. Finally here. And I will find you. I swear it.
Ooh, I like that. This castle should serve as a base of operations for now. Everybody set our sights elsewhere. Let's see what there is to learn here. From this point onward, you will not encounter Aetherites for a while. Should you leave Troya Castle, you may return here via Weaver's Warding. Additionally, you may now enter the Fellows' Court of Troya with the party of NPC avatars to make use of this feature. Okay. The warding scale exhibits no change. It should be safe to remain here and begin our search. But whither now? I would sense Astagio were she remotely near, but there is nothing. Might you not call to her, to let her know that you have come? Alas, this vessel is not capable of calling across vast distances. For that, I require my true form. And even were it possible, Dragon's Call is born upon ether. 'Tis liable to draw more void sent to us. I see. In any case, there's little exploration to be done while we are confined to this isolated isle. I propose we begin by learning what we can from the castle's occupants. An understanding of their ways may prove useful to our cause. Very well, let's hope a few of them are capable of speech. Let all remain vigilant while we go about our inquiries. We reconvene afterwards. Well, I would hope everybody remains vigilant. This creature snarls and glares at you. It is unlikely that you'll learn anything from it. What enticing ether you have. Give me some, give me some. Aw, if only I were stronger, I'd be able to eat you. Fine, fine. I'll find someone else to eat. While able to communicate, this one seems to only think of feeding. Better to take your inquiries elsewhere. The mistress's eyes are beauteous, sublime, to bask in her glaze is bliss. But now she's gone, never again will I feel her glaze. No mistress, no orders. What am I to do now? What am I to do now? The creature mutters as endlessly to itself, not sparing you so much as a glance. I serve, I obey. Please don't eat me. A dragon. What's that? Does it taste good? I don't know anything about it. Don't know about anything. But the one we caught recently, they seem to know lots. We threw them in the dungeon, but clever ones are tasty. They might have been eaten already. You've learned all you can from this void scent. If you look in the dungeon, you may be able to find the clever one it mentioned. I have nothing to share. While those I reproached had no will to fight, neither were they capable of holding a conversation worth the name. My experience was much the same. Lower rung void scent tend to have lower intelligence, 'twould seem. A piteous Grom was dead. He was talkative, at least. What of you? A clever void scent in the dungeon. To be in the area in which we were emerged. Indeed. Let's take ourselves back there and find this void scent, preferably before its fellows make a meal of it. To the dungeon, then. I bet I know what void scent it is. Oh, so I can come and go from here. Well, that's just awesome. I'll be taking screenshots in that nice looking throne later, that's for sure. Can I use the mounts here? Oh, I can't. Can't fly though, but I can use a mount. That'll make this a little faster. Puppy. Oh wait, can I talk to you? Pray we caught our weekend in the dungeon before being... Oh wait, hold on. Tenderizing, she called it, and that's the way she used to like it. So they are weakened in the dungeon. He just barks. There's the manservant, jailer, warden, And the clever one. Yep, you are who I thought you were.
You are the friend.
Yep. It's that one. You're the void sent bound to Xenos.
I see it now. The bottomless darkness. The insatiable hunger. The aura was present when we faced him in Garlemald.
How did it come to be here?
When Xenos died, its connection to the source was severed. It was forced to return to the void.
Xenos. Yes, that was his name. And you are the friend, are you not?
Unfortunately.
Is that Heidelin's crystal?
It's reacting to her? Them? Her? Oh, it's purifying the dark ether. Well, hello there.
But how? The light just now. Of course. And thus I am returned.
What do you mean, returned? Who are you?
I was once bound to the man named Xenos. His avatar, until you killed him.
Right.
Avatar, as in the void-sent servants of Reapers.
Yep.
In the name of his hunt, Xenos took up that traditional Garlean art. And through it, he forged a covenant with a being of the void to lend him strength.
Covenant? A curse, more like. He stole my power. There was no equity in the arrangement. My very essence was altered, twisted into a tool to serve his desires.
Your previous appearance. This is your true form, then.
Perhaps, perhaps not. What does it matter?
Do you have a name?
Indeed, it doesn't. Regardless of your form, you are a void sent by nature.
So answer me this. Are you our enemy too?
In this world, only a fool would attempt to devour a stronger being. And though it was as an avatar, I lost to you once, I have no desire to lose again.
I like her voice.
Good enough for me.
Now, you will answer me a question. Xenos called you friend. That's what you are? A friend?
Strictly speaking, I'm Ignis Cat. Whatever Xenos may have said, I wasn't his friend. Not to you, at least not yet. Strictly speaking, I'm Ignis Cat.
So, you're not a friend. Then... what is it? What is a friend?
Where's she going? Hmm. Someone's not happy. When I started Xenos, my mind was shrouded in haze, but one thing was always clear, his obsession with the friend. What the world means, I do not know exactly. I know only that it referred to you and that yours was an important existence. As much as one might expect the unexpected, I doubt any of us could have foreseen this turn of events. She seems different from the other Void Sent, at least ones we've met, and the change we witnessed, I suspect, is due to your crystal purging the excess darkness in her. Even so, she still harbors a great deal of darkness. I'm very keen to hear what she can tell us about herself and about her world. Where everything begins. So, I doubt you came to the dungeon by pure chance. What is it that you're after? We were looking for a Void Sent with whom we could converse, in the course of which we learned of you. We are visitors to this world and know little and less of its workings and ways. We would be grateful if you could tell us about it, about yourself. So it's information you seek. What do you offer for it? I beg your pardon. Void Sent do not give unless we stand to gain. If you desire something, you pay the price. That is the sole rule in this world you call the Void. That makes sense. Pray forgive our ignorance. And what would be acceptable as payment? I suspect that such coin as we carry have no value here. Void Sent carry one thing alone, ether. In return for information, I offer you mine, just not all of it, mind you. I still have need of my life. Very well, I will tell you no more than you can afford to pay. Then we have a bargain. If we are to talk about the Void, let us do so outside. Come with me.
This is where I belong. My home. This endless darkness you call the Void. There was once light here, and it shone its warmth upon creation. The lands were green and the seas were blue. Life flourished. Before the war, the Contra Memoria.
It must have been a terrible war indeed.
It shattered the balance, causing darkness to engulf the world. All life was transformed into monstrosities, Void Sent. We are the
thanks for
natural order
following.
now.
As light begat Sin Eaters, darkness begat Void Sent.
Well, thank
The
you.
sun was driven from the sky as fleeting day yielded to endless night. In time, even land and sea lost their distinction. And though the spark of reason had died in us, driven by memory's shadow, We formed factions and carved out domains. This castle, for instance, its erstwhile lord must have abided in such a place once upon a time.
If I may, the darkness in you is too much for any man to harbor. To my eyes, you are indeed a void sent. Yet your knowledge of the past and your demeanor mark you apart from your brethren. You are different. That much is plain. But in what way, I am unsure.
As you say, I am void sent, but only in part.
Where have I heard her voice? This is gonna drive me crazy.
The darkness touched my mother when the war had only just begun, when I was still in the womb. As a child, I looked like any other, but darkness coursed through me, and I ceased to age when I'd become a woman grown. But that was then. And now, I may as well be one in full. I prey on the weak and serve the strong. I live to survive. Nothing more.
Forgive me. 'Twas not my intent to pry. I realize, too, that I've neglected to ask your name.
As we say mortal, you may call me void sent.
That is liable to cause confusion. If you are not averse, we would address you by your true name.
Then call me what you will. I care not.
I can give her a name? Or we can give her a name?
How about 0?
Meaning nothing. A name as fitting as any.
No. I don't think that's what she meant.
No, not nothing, but rather a beginning. For it remains to be seen what you will become to us.
As I said, I care not. 0, then.
I like her. I like her more and more. I think it's a nice name.
A name is a string of sounds. Its meaning has no bearing on my nature.
I don't care, I like it.
Well, Zero, while there is no end to the questions we could ask, it is only fair that we tell you our purpose in coming here. We are searching for a dragon. One who came to your world long ago.
A dragon?
Yes. Ajdaya is her name, and she is my sister. If you have any knowledge of her, I beg you share it with us.
Are we just going to ignore that big cloud up there? Oh, he's gone. Okay. Never mind, never mind.
Did you say something?
No.
I thought I heard a voice as well. The keening of void scent, perhaps.
So we're being watched. Well, I mean, in a world of void sand, I suppose that makes sense. I must say, we are rather exposed here. Perhaps we should continue the conversation within the castle. The throne room is defensible, given its few points of ingress. Let us head back there. Moving wasn't part of the bargain. I'll comply, but I expect my payment promptly. You shall have it as soon as we've arrived. Don't worry, Zero. You'll get your ether. Everything is a bargain to the void. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but everything's a bargain. To the throne room, huh? No, I feel like I should be able to fly here, but you know, whatever, game. Oh, an instance. This is going to be fun. Upon proceeding, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Okay.
This place is as good as any. Let me have the ether now.
Very well.
You're mine!
Oh, he lives.
That I should miss my mark.
That fiend again? But we struck it down, watched it die.
Fools. Death doesn't exist in this world. And I am free to return whensoever I please.
Death doesn't exist. Of course, in the first, the power of light, of passivity, prevents life from emerging in the empty. But in the 13th, the power of darkness, of activity, prevents life from finding rest, even should soul be separated from flesh.
So unless one's essence is absorbed by another, it is possible to return again and again.
Your ether. It is reminiscent of that creature's. Ah, my mouth waters at the memory.
What?
I must devour you too. Yes, I must.
Roshan.
Ye drifting souls, by my power be reborn!
If it's another death they want, I say we give it to them.
Okay, bye, Zero.
If you could lend us a hand, we'd be much obliged.
That you would. But you already owe me a debt, and until you make good on it, I won't lift a finger. We'll speak after you've won. But know that if you lose, I'll help myself to your ether.
That a bothersome cutie should deliver to me this lavish feast. Come, struggle with all your might. It will make you that much richer and tastier.
Okay.
Every soul in this domain serves me now. Come, feast upon their flesh.
was his call. We'd do well to break up this feast quickly.
Then let's see these guests on their way.
Honestly, I should have seen this coming.
Behold the power of the Archfiend of Earth!
He hastens their regeneration.
We are deathless! You cannot defeat that which cannot die! Struggle and slaughter all you.
This bodes ill.
Our foe has too great an advantage.
We need to drag him out of this damnable feast. Quickly, stand together!
There's no end in sight. A retreat may be in order.
I don't think he will let us retreat.
When will you learn? No matter what you do, you cannot hope to win.
You never know until you try, and I'm always happy to experiment.
Zero! Is there no way to stop them from coming back?
There is, but I have no reason to share it with you.
You know, Zero, you do owe us for one thing. Your name. You'll have your promised ether, but we are owed compensation for your name.
A name for which I did not ask,
But a name you got.
but that I nevertheless did accept.
They've been crystallized.
Well now, that's quite the trick.
I like her.
Satisfied?
Completely.
Come, my friends. With Zero's aid, we can defeat him.
What is this? What have you done?
Now that I think on it, you owe me a debt as well. You may have missed your mark, but I won't miss mine.
All right. After you, Zero.
However, the debt is debt. I will repay it here and now.
She can turn void scent into crystal.
That she can.
What is this power?
You tremble before my truth threats!
Attend to the minions first. Be gone!
Okay, well I can't target the minions, so I don't really know what you expect me to do here.
That's far enough.
Oh, thank you for following, Soren. Hi. Oh, rude.
Trickery will not save.
Well, I can stand there.
Reinforcements!
Well,
This will hurt.
what is she doing? Oh.
Impressive.
Whoa.
Useless! Enough! Enough!
What are you doing? Hey.
We cannot win without Zero. We must help her.
Hey, I like her. You can't have her. You can't have Zero. I claimed her.
Another debt to repay.
I must deal with you first. I'll kill you all myself!
Finally getting serious, are we?
What, he wasn't serious before? Pretty sure he was serious before
Let
Ascension.
us return the favor.
Whoa. Go down already.
Lake will be your grave!
Nope, won't.
This magic! We must stop him now!
Everyone, to me!
You okay?
Give everything you've got!
You will lose. You will lose. There we go. Whew. What a pain in the butt. Frickin' void sense. Zero, I like you.
Fools! Do not think you have defeated me. I will return again and again!
No, I don't think so.
What? My flesh? Why won't it heal? What is the meaning of this?
I think she's just crystallized
To
you.
seal ether in crystal. Memoria. But how? How can you have this power? Death has no place in this world. We are beyond it. And yet, Lord Golbez, you have sent me to my doom.
No, I don't think that was.
Curse you and your wretched flattery, and this abominable fate.
Memoria. So, like, do we just keep the crystal? Does she get to eat the crystal? Oh, Echo Vision. Haven't had one of those in a while. Must be that one. You were Golbez. I have more than two.
You are welcome, seekers of might. I, Golbez, have called you four hither. I, who would see us triumph in the coming crusade. That I may entrust you with command of our armies.
Yes, but what of the promised gift? In exchange for our loyalty, we are to feast on the finest ether.
And so you shall, for if you are to serve me, you must be strong.
Then honor the pact and pray we are not disappointed.
Very well. Behold.
Why is his voice familiar? Where have I heard his voice? The dragon.
The fiery wings, the savage horns. It pulses with life. Such vibrant ether.
He caught her.
This magnificent creature could only come from beyond the veil.
Indeed. Feast, my friends. Feast and arise as my four arch-fiends.
So then is she gone? Are we not able to save her now?
As they are now, they can consume but a fraction of the dragon's ether.
Oh, so she's still alive.
Just as well. The creature may yet serve other ends.
Okay, so she's still alive? I hope. This would be a very short trip into the void if she's not already gone.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I just had echo vision, don't mind me.
The Void Sense essence remains, but it has been sealed away, transformed into crystal.
Memoria. Scarmelione called them. I take it they are connected to the war of which you spoke.
Aye. Their use was central to the Contra Memoria, hence its name. And to my knowledge, the transformation is permanent.
I see. We thank you for coming to our aid.
I repaid a debt, and in doing so ensured that I received my own due compensation, which I shall have now.
Yes, yes. I still have work to do, so I would thank you not to get carried away.
Okay, let us try this again.
Ether is the coin of choice. I appreciate the simplicity.
That makes us even, I trust. Right then. When you picked up the crystal, you experienced a vision, did you not?
A dragon resembling a great worm. I dare to hope that it was Ashdaya. Even as it pains me to think she's been made to suffer.
But we know she's here.
For the ambitions of this Golbez.
We've been given much to consider. Let us take a moment to review what we know.
So what do we do with the crystals? We just gonna hang on to those? Make a chandelier of void scent crystal? There's nothing like the ether of a living mortal. I haven't felt so satisfied since my return. In light of our recent experiences, I expect we will have questions. I trust Zero can answer some few of them. You should still be owed at least that much, I dare say. Groping in the dark. Ignis, you've come to the 13th before, yes? You fought Void Scent here? But clearly you didn't know they could regenerate, else you would have shared the detail beforehand. They seemed to stay dead at the time, yes. They seemed to stay dead at the time, yes. I doubt not that they did. There must be a reason why the ones you defeated did not return, and contravention of the natural order. Do you remember aught of the out of the ordinary? A sealing magic like Zero's, perhaps? There are circumstances in which we are unable to return. If you like, I can tell you about this. Please do. The more you devour, the more powerful you grow, but in the process your essence is blended with those of your prey. If you were to lose your flesh, the souls you had come to harbor may break free and coalesce into distinct void set once more. And before you yourself return, your own soul might be devoured by your enemies by your erstwhile prey. Or your erstwhile prey. A fate more likely for stronger beings who require more time to regenerate. However, even assuming you survive the process, it's highly uncommon to return as you were. Yet despite his greater strength, Scarmelion managed to resurrect rather swiftly. Are there others capable of the same? Not that I'm aware of. His attachment to his flesh must have been unique for him to develop such an ability. I believe we understand the fundamentals of rebirth now. If I may, I would ask you about your power. Will you tell us about it? What you saw should speak for itself. I can bind the ether of the soul and crystal. Many wielded this power during the Counter Memoria, but I am the only one left. I am told the heroes of the 13th once sealed gods in stones called Arasite. Are they and Memoria one and the same? Arasite. I do not know this word, but the world is vast, and perhaps Memoria had different names elsewhere, but it does sound quite similar. How does one come to wield Memoria, and what happened to your peers? I've never thought about that. I do know, though, that Voidsent can't use the power. I assume I can because I'm mortal in part. I see. Zero, I wish to ask you about the man called Golbez. He may well have my sister in his clutches. Is there aught you can tell us of him? The name sounds vaguely familiar, though I can't say how I know it. If he is powerful, however, someone in the castle may have heard of him. Then we must try talking to the other Voidsent again. Let us entrust the task to Ignis. Her echo will help facilitate communication. More importantly, she should be able to maintain her composure better than a concerned sibling. That I cannot deny. Forgive me, but I will not ask about but will you not ask about Golbez and my stas? On the terraces to begin with, perhaps. Thank you. We shall remain here and discuss other avenues we might pursue in the meantime. Is Zero just gonna hang out with us now? I mean, not that I'm complaining, just wondering. Now where am I going? This way? Am I going this way? Yes. Wonder if people are up yet so I can go make some coffee. So the clever one hadn't been eaten. If no one wants it, then perhaps... No, you can't have Zero. I have claimed her. Golbez. Of course I know of him. Only a fool without ears wouldn't. His arch-fiends lead armies to ravage and conquer. They devour those they deem useless, those who cannot fight. If you don't want to be eaten, then you had better flee, though soon there will be nowhere to run. It seems the arch-fiend keep only those who are fit for battle. Others must escape or be consumed. If one who devoured her dies, perhaps the mistress shall return. Then I may bask in her gaze again. Golbez, you say. My mistress spoke of him. He commands the arch-fiends. They are very powerful and have conquered many domains. The mistress bade us defend the castle from them. Yes, she did. It seems the arch-fiends have been attacking other domains. Their fearsome reputation precedes them. Alright, and what about you? Oh, the tasty one returns to tempt me. I mustn't eat you. I mustn't eat you. Golbez. I know of him from those I've eaten. He has minions, and those minions have minions. No one ever sees him. With this army of minions, Golbez would soon have need to act personally. It will not be easy to reach him. Well, I would expect that. Oh, Zero's still there. Welcome back, Ignis. Were you able to learn aught of value? Oh, they had a lot to say about Gomez. So countless Voidsent answered to the Archfiends, who in turn answered to Golbez, as your vision did suggest. Scarmillion's aggression is also consistent with the claims that the Archfiends conquer other domains. The question is, how do we reach Golbez if he surrounds himself with armies of minions? We could target his other Archfiends, or perhaps those who have fled his service. Either may yield useful information. That said, we can't do much while we're stuck on the Isle. Dear, I would ask a favor of you. I am determined to save my sister Azjaya. If there is even a faint possibility that Golbez has her, then I must find him. To that end, I want you to lend us your strength and knowledge. Will you accompany us on our quest? Forgotten the way of the world already. If you want help, offer payment. None here will aid you out of the kindness of their hearts. Any who claim otherwise are liars and betrayers. Or is this less a request and more of a threat? If I refuse, will you force me to serve? Surely you must desire something. Name it. I have no purpose. Why would I desire anything? That's why I didn't bother to resist when the others here fell upon me. What matters in a world that's already dead? By that logic, you've no reason to refuse our request. The payment need but be to your satisfaction, correct? Did I not already say as much from the start? Very well, Zero. I propose you travel with us, and whenever you perform a deed that requires payment, we will provide it in ether. That's all you had to say. Everything else was superfluous. Fair point. Where to now? Either a place the Archfiends may strike next, or where refugees and deserters may seek sanctuary. I know the latter. I'll take you there. I assume you know how we can get off this isle. I was brought here on a mount. We can leave the same way. Now that you mention it, I did notice some flying creatures near the terraces. Given our numbers, we'll need a large one, but regardless of size, all can be won over with ether. Excellent. Let us go and find our mount at once. Not good. Lord Golbez must hear of this. A snooping Voidsent. We should be able to find a mount here. With the castle in disarray, the creatures will be hungry. Just a little ether should suffice. Are you ready?
There it is. Good. It agrees to serve. Get on.
Okay.
What is this place?
My domain. In the beginning, it was a sanctuary for me alone. But over time, others began to gather here. Those who had nowhere else to go.
A settlement of pariahs.
What's that? Mortals! They're mortals! What's enticing either? Let me have some, let me have some!
You are under my protection here and will not be harmed. I give you my word.
Thanks, Zero.
Follow me.
Okay. This is my abode. The others won't come near, so you may be at ease. While they know their place, if tantalizing ether were to walk by, I can't guarantee they wouldn't pounce. If a void sense nature to consume their sole purpose, even if the pursuit of ether may lead to their undoing, many succumb to instinct. But any who succumb here will have to answer to me. This is my domain's one and only rule, and it is absolute. Consider yourselves duly warned. If you wish to go among the void sent here, that is your choice to make. All have fled from one master or another, but whether any of those masters in turn served Golbez, I do not know. You must ask them yourselves. Most have traveled to your world, so it wouldn't be difficult to communicate. We shall go about making inquiries at once. Thank you for your counsel. Once we've learned all we can, let us reconvene at yonder plaza. You're going too, of course, in which case I shall accompany you. I only wish to observe. Do not expect me to help. That's fine. Then it's settled. I'm ready when you are. Ready? Then lead the way. I'll leave it to you to decide with whom you speak. Zero is now accompanying you. Yay! Hold on. I call this my abode, but spend hardly any time here. I return only for meditation. While physical wounds can be healed by replenishing one's ether, you can't preserve your form if you lose sight of yourself. Such is the risk inherent in consuming another's ether. It dilutes your sense of self, alters you inside and out. To guard against this, I meditate, visualize who I am in a place all my own. I see. Well, she doesn't run like the female heroes do. To walk around with her like that, you're her minion then. You know I don't take minions. She has some questions and I want you to answer them. Golbez. I don't know that one. Only Scothach. When she led us beyond the veil, I grew scared and fled. I've been here since. I don't know anyone else, nor do I wish to. That's all I can tell you. Scothach was a powerful voidsent who ruled over a vast domain. This was a long time ago, though, so I doubt she has any connection to Golbez. I may have taken care of that one. That was from the Heavensward raids. Stay away from me. If you don't want to be eaten, stay away. Golbez. I've heard the name before. Oh, I remember. Always speaking of great crusade. I don't know what it is, but it sounds delicious. A crusade, you say? From whom did you hear this? Farfellow. He was a minion of another minion. Went on and on about the terrible things he saw. I see. Perhaps Farfarello could tell us more. This is the heart of my domain. Normally it's deserted, but you and yours have drawn everyone out. I don't recall this statue, though. However it came to be here, I certainly didn't wish for it. Whose likeness is this, you ask? The hero who will save the world. I am waiting for the day he comes. Or was it a she? I can't remember the details. I don't know how long I've been waiting or why I even wait. Could you be the hero, perhaps? No, I don't think so. Something tells me I'll know when I meet him. Or her. I'll just have to keep waiting. The likeness. It's clearly Derplander. Who else would it be? You're one of the mortals, is it true? When you die over there, you really die? Yeah. So it is, so it is. What brings you here then? Yeah, Golbez. He seeks strong minions to grow his army, so I hear. But recently he stopped doing that. Indeed, he devours all. Perhaps he's gathered enough fodder and is now intent on bolstering his own strength. A sure sign that he is about to make a move. Satisfied with what you've learned? But let's step away before you become too tempting to resist. It seems rumors of Golbez reach even my remote domain. Fair to assume he's gathering strength for his crusade, whatever that may be. But I must say, I wouldn't have guessed that Farfellow was once fought in Golbez's army. It's a miracle he survived serving an archfiend. I suppose I should explain. Farfellow is the weakest among us, constantly in fear of being devoured. He seldom consorts with others. The only one he's comfortable with is Siriato. He's a fellow coward who runs the instant he senses a threat and won't stop until he's exhausted. When their hunger grows too intense, they feed on each other's ether. Such is their relationship. But I ramble. You intend to seek out Farfarello, I presume. Then I'll come with you. He's less likely to hide that way. Meanwhile, elsewhere.
Not only did the mortals conquer Troy, they defeated Scarmalione. I struggle to believe it. They're very small, my lords. They were aided by one of our world, who transformed Scarmalione's soul into crystal. Crystal? This one speaks of Memoria. Now there's something I've not heard for an age. It'll bring a pang of nostalgia to my breast and a tear to my eye. Yet the very notion was an absurd. Gifted our God, drowned in darkness, as were we all.
And yet Scarmalione still does not answer. Were he alive, he would have returned by now. Weakest though he was, his ability to regenerate was without peer. If this account is true, if a Memoriat has survived, they cannot be suffered to live.
Leave this matter to me, Lord Golbez. I, Arboricia, shall strike down any who pose a threat to our plans.
'Tis true, you are a proven commander, well suited to leading an assault.
And when I have succeeded, I would beg a boon of you.
What do you desire?
The dragon's ether. All that remains.
The insolence. Know your place.
Oh my.
With respect, my locks are free as the wind. without incentive to sway them. I know not whither they will blow.
Boldly spoken. I trust you will not disappoint me.
Upon this flowing hair and my immortal soul, I will not fail.
Then go and impress upon these interlopers the futility of defiance.
My lord.
And she's gone. Who keeps the fringes of my domain? This way. The void sent here don't answer to a master. They can do as they please. But all must answer to the hunger and seek out prey when they need ether. Except Farfelo and Siriato, that is. They are content to take from one another. Bearing in any incident, they dare not venture out. When he takes flight, Siriato will not seek shelter until he is utterly spent. Farfelo, on the other hand, prefers to hide in the same place. Come on. Oh, whatever will I do now? Siriato, this is rather unexpected. Where is Farfelo? Farfelo isn't here anymore. He left. Yes, that's right. Left? That doesn't sound like him at all. Well, he's gone, all right. What more do you want me to say? And off he flees, as he is wont to do. But something about this doesn't sit well with me. What do you make of Siriato's behavior? I doubt it. Had he been threatened, we wouldn't have found him in one place. No, he would run in circles until he could run no more. That's his nature. As he says, Farfarella is gone, but that is quite unusual. As is the fact that Siriato, who was clearly frightened by something, chose not to flee but instead hide here, where Farfarella used usually. No. You must go to Siriato. No. Siriato, we need to talk. But there's no time. The wind rises. We must flee. The wind rises. What's he talking about? After him. Wait a minute. Can I get there this way? No. Okay. I think the Miss Wind is already on her way. What's gotten into you? What do you mean, the wind rises? The wind rises, she comes, Barbaricia. What? Who in the world is that? We must flee, all of us, there's no time. I don't sense anything, but he seems convinced. It's the dead end beyond, we'll corner him. How do you not know one of the Archfiend's names, Zero? How long were you attached to, Xenos? We're doomed. There's nowhere to run. What are you running from? I already told you, Barbaricia, the Archfiend of Wind. Archfiend, you say? We will be devoured or forced to serve, to fight in the crusade, but it makes no difference. In the end, we are all eaten by her or her enemies. I didn't want to fight anymore, that's why I fled and came here. I see, that explains everything. Almost. I thought it was Farfella who used to serve the Archfiend, not you. Not you, who always ran at the first sign of trouble. You who now speak as though you were Barbarisha's minion. There's only one explanation. Indeed, that would account for his uncharacteristic behavior. So, is that the way of it? Did you devour Farfarello? And not just a portion of his ether, but his entire being. How did you know? It wasn't only your behavior that felt strange. You felt strange, as if there was more than you present. Now that I don't believe you would have lost control, more likely it was at Farfarello's behest. I can't hide anything from you. I admit it, Farfarello didn't leave, I ate him. He feared Barbarisha more than anything, hated the endless fighting, so he begged me to devour him that he would never have to fight again. Rather than an eternity of fighting, he chose a moment of pain. For all the good it did, I can still hear his voice in my head. He's frightened, so very frightened. When you're eaten, your essence is blended with that of your devourer, and though you have no control, your consciousness is in part indoors. Were this world where the wheel of life and death still turned, the soul wouldn't linger so stubbornly. In time, it would return to the great flow. But there's no end here, no escape. All know this. In making his choice, Farfarello must have been desperate indeed. And now that desperation has joined with Siriato's fear, driving him to act erratically. This place will become a battlefield. We don't want to be eaten, neither me or Farfarello. But there's nowhere to hide, nowhere. Then tell me about Barbarisha. I would know who it is we face. It's too late. She's as good as here, and no one can escape her winds. No one.
Aparicio! She has come!
Yeah, I'd say so.
And she's brought her domain with her. The Archfiend's after you and yours, I shouldn't doubt. Perhaps you should go and find them. But be warned, whatever this is about, do not expect us to get involved.
I can't bear it! Eating and being eaten! I only want to be left in peace!
You and me both.
Interesting. Very interesting.
One of the Archfiends approaches.
They must have been tracking our movements.
She's here.
Ah, there she is.
Excellent. You've saved me the trouble of traveling to Troya.
So you're Barbaricia.
Mind your manners, mortal. My name is not to be spoken, save in reverence and fear. And what is this pitiful domain? Pitiful wretches all. I will put you out of your misery.
Oh my.
Alas, poor Scarmiglione, and good riddance. Felled by outsiders in pursuit of what? Pray tell?
A dragon. One who crossed to this world thousands of years ago. Know you aught of it?
A dragon, you say? Huh. My Lord Golbez is more clever than I realized. To let the prize live, that it might lure more prey to us. Very well. In gratitude and service, I shall devour every last mote of their souls.
Where is she? Where is Ashdaya?
Huh. You even share its scent. How curious. And irresistible.
If you think us easy prey, you're wrong.
Unlike Scarmiglione, I need not skulk in shadow to claim what is mine. If you would know about the dragon you seek, then enter into my domain. You may flee instead if you wish, if the fate of the sorry lot here is of no concern to you. One way or another, I will have satisfaction.
Mm-hmm. Okay, bye.
What's the plan then? Aye, that we would. Even so, we don't have any intention of turning tail now, do we? We find her and get our answers. Will you be joining us, Zero?
You may be easily goaded into accepting her challenge, but my curiosity is not so insatiable. Nevertheless, if you are desperate for my aid, you know my price.
I shall pay it. So long as you leave me strength enough to see my sister home, you may take as much as you wish. And lest you forget, mine is no ordinary ether. Barbariccia too recognized its potency.
Very well. We have a bargain.
Okay, let's go, Zero. The less time we give the enemy to prepare, the better. If everyone is ready, then let us set forth. Indeed, and yet my heart weighs heavy for those down. Were it not for us, you would not have come here. For what? Barbariccia took what she could. She was wise to strike quickly, as we would be. Agreed. There is no time for sentiment. Only the battle matters now. Piety, battle dance, quick arm. Yeah. I probably don't need spell speed, but we're gonna take it anyway. The wind rises. A word of warning. Barbariccia spoke as if she would give us answers if we were to defeat her. But even assuming she'll talk, which I doubt, I trust I needn't tell you how foolish it is to give an archfiend a second chance. Best to seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If you wish to peer into her past, memorial will suffice. I can't wield the power at will. Well then, you had better hope it favors you when the time comes. Rest assured this won't be our last opportunity to learn about Asjaya. If another archfiend were to fall, Golbez would surely be compelled to respond. We need only wait for our quarry to come to us. Indeed, if our struggles with Scarlet taught us aught, it is that we must hold nothing back when facing an archfiend. Let us heed Zero's advice and seal her away at the earliest opportunity. If we are all in agreement, then let's be off. We travel by Nisroch. Will I be able to do trust with this? only 5 of us. Probably not. Nope.
You're not the only ones who can ride the wind.
Are you two having fun?
Leave these ones to us.
I see to Barbaricia.
Yep. I like how we just use a Zem's crystal for everything now. Here, let me just summon some comrades. The Storm's Crown, now accessible. Oh, now it's ready while I'm messing with okay. I'll look at those later. I'm gonna just summon my friends to the void, don't mind me.
Come, give yourselves to my scouring winds that I may feast upon your essence.
Okay.
Such rich, exquisite ether. My hair shimmers with anticipation.
Whoa.
On your guard.
Yep.
Try this.
Aha! Hey.
Have at you.
Yep. Okay. I managed to get her up though.
My locks are as the wind.
What is it with the wind enemies being like very obsessed?
Strong and free.
Uh-oh. Oh. So you can't break free of it. Uh-oh. Okay.
Try this.
Oh, I see. That's how that works. I think I get it now.
Such rich, exquisite ease. My hair shimmers with anticipation. On your guard.
Over here first. And over there.
Try this.
Yeah, okay.
Have at you.
Okay. Kinda getting the hang of it now.
Pull. My locks are as the wind.
Rude.
Soft, strong, and free.
Rude. 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 Come on. Rude. Again.
Try this. Pull.
Uh-oh. Okay, she's not too hard to figure out.
A fair wind blows.
Rude. So don't leave the circle.
You feel it too, do you not?
Huh. Okay, so it doesn't pull you back.
You've done well to last this long. But the battle has only just begun.
Alright, what now? Oh, you cut your hair. Oh, nope, she went Bayonetta. Oh, okay.
this if you can! I'll make it quick.
Whoa. Watch out for this. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Don't underestimate me.
Oh, don't worry, I'm not.
Feel my fury! Know your place.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
You can't escape, Storm.
Oh, yes, I can. Watch me.
I'll break your every bone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Damn.
Be gone from my sight. The insolence.
Oh, no.
Dodge this if you can.
Ah!
I'll make it quick.
You have yet to do so, lady. Oh. Don't stand there. Don't stand there. Yeah, wherever I did from the Oh, on you.
Don't underestimate me.
This is very healer heavy, isn't it?
Feel my fury. Know your place.
Whoa. Whoa. down. Phew. That wasn't too bad.
No! I will not be denied!
Alright. Well, there's no coffer, so no reason to stay.
There's still time. With more of the dragon's ether, I can yet...
You're finished.
Damn it all!
Nope.
I see you've bested Barbaricia. Well done.
Her minions too are all crystallized or scattered. The day is ours.
What of my sister? Tell me you learned something about Ashdaya.
Nope, it didn't trigger this time.
So the Archfiend and her crystal yielded not.
Our efforts have not been entirely fruitless. We have deprived your sister's captor of another powerful champion. With Zero, we may yet challenge Golbez and his minions.
Indeed. We could not have come this far without your aid. Thank you, Zero.
I but fulfilled my part of the bargain. And now I will have my...
Oh no. Is she okay?
Her ether is nearly spent. Perhaps unsurprising given how much power she used.
I wouldn't want to face another Archfiend without her. We should hurry back to Zero's domain.
Agreed. Eager though I am to continue, it would be unwise to risk our lives for the sake of haste. Let us suspend the mission and tend to Zero.
Well, I was going to anyway. Though Zero remains unconscious, she appears otherwise fine. Insofar as I can discern at any rate, being part void sent, her physiology may be rather different from ours. Let's observe her for a while as we discuss our next move. Oh, I took her hat off. How long do you suppose she'll remain this way? I haven't the faintest inkling, nor can I say whether the ether we can afford to share will be enough to waken her. 'Twould be best to take her back with us to the source. There she would be guaranteed all she requires. Zero cannot give her consent, but it seems we have no choice. The alternative would be to leave her here defenseless. Should she dare desire it, we can bring her home. Ignis, might I ask you to hold on to Barbaricia's Memoria? It may yet serve a purpose. Yeah, I got it, don't worry. Oh, what happened to her? You have business with Zero? We have a newcomer, a former minion of Barbaristia. Let her know when she wakes, will you? Barbaristia's minion. Why not go and find this newcomer, so we have something to tell Zero, if nothing else? Indeed. May I trouble you to join me, Ignis? With luck, we might learn something of Golbez. You're the ones who fell Barbarisia. I won't make trouble. I'll obey, so please let me stay. If you would obey, then tell me all you know of Golbez. There isn't much I can tell. Only the archfiends are allowed onto his domain, whatever it is. None but they know. I see. No better way to guard oneself than keeping one's location secret. How does Golbez communicate with his minions afield? He has these scepters, staves. Stabs? Whatever they are, he uses them to talk to those far away. Not unlike link pearls, at least in function. That will be all. My thanks for your cooperation. My thanks to you as well for affording me the time. I am satisfied, so let us rejoin the others and head home. Whenever Barisha moved her domain, some would get left behind. No such worries here. I trust you understand that once we leave the 13th, we will not return until we are prepared to resume our search. Knowing this, are you ready to depart? I do want screenshots on the throne. Look at them. I'll just get them another time, I guess. Darn. Ruin my fun, Barshan. Back to Troya, then, and thence home.
You're all safe. Thank the sisters.
A moment while I close the gate. There. We may rest easy for now. Was there any trouble? I expect some void scent slipped through.
A few did, aye. But we were ready and dealt with them without incident.
That is well. I cannot thank you enough for your vigilance.
Yes, you're grateful. But aren't you forgetting something more important? You know, the polite but warm formalities one delights in hearing when their little brother returns from a long journey.
Indeed. You are right. It is good to be home again, among those who I love dearly and missed so much.
And we are glad to receive you, Vashan. Welcome home.
Chambers have been prepared for your use at miqo'te. Let us take Zero there at once.
I like how we just hijack Zero and bring her to the source. Vicious Cat, we have been expecting you. If you would follow me, I will show you to the guest chambers.
Our mission took many an unexpected turn. I am relieved that we have all returned safely. But before you all enjoy the rest you have earned 12 times over, I would consult you on one last matter.
Zero.
While she appears none the worse for wear, she remains locked in slumber, and I cannot help but worry. Is there aught we can do to expedite her recovery? If her ether is exhausted, perhaps I can share some of mine now.
In the wastelands of the 13th, one can only replenish ether by taking it from others, be it by trade or by force. In contrast, the source is rich in ambient ether. Simply being here and drawing breath, Zero will absorb what she needs.
Then we need but wait?
I believe so. She will awaken in time, and when she does, give her something to eat. Judging by her form, she should also be able to derive nourishment from food. I know you promised her your ether, but perhaps she might appreciate fine Harnish cuisine more.
Food can certainly be arranged.
She looks like any other person. Unsurprising, perhaps, given that she is only part void sent.
Zero said before that Xenos had altered her essence. A change wrought, I suspect, with the power of darkness. It acted upon the part of her that is void-sent, rendering it dominant. Thus, we were able to reverse it with the power of light. I labor to believe that Xenos possessed such arcane knowledge. In all likelihood, it came from Thandaniel. Were Zero wholly void-sent, I doubt the crystal would have had an effect on her.
Agreed.
One might say that Hydaelyn had a hand in your meeting.
Probably.
It is no exaggeration to say that Zero has proven herself invaluable. A boon from Hydaelyn herself. Her cooperation may come at a price, but whatever it is, I am willing to pay it. Exhausting though it may be at times.
Direct, critical. Oh, there's still more. If I may excuse myself, I wish to pay a visit to the High Crucible. While the scales functioned admirably, I would be prudent to have them inspected for signs of degradation. By all means, I shall do the same for this vessel. Then I'll go and meet with the soldiers, share with them what I learned about fighting Voidsent in the 13th. What of you, my friend? Have you any immediate plans? I'm just worried about Zero. In that case, might I trouble you with a small task? I wish to have food ready for Zero when she awakens, you see. Would you be willing to go to Merides Mahane and ask for suitable refreshments? Sure, I can do that. Excellent. In the meantime, Donna will watch over Zero. She is already en route. Let us each then tend to our respective business and reconvene anon. Okay, that's good. Alright, Zero. Shouldn't we leave someone in there she would reckon? Okay, never mind. Whatever. Do what he wants. Welcome to Midnahane. Please make yourself comfortable. What? I guess the Satrap has clashed from hunger. Of course I would be happy to help. You need only tell me what you desire. The most expensive dish, just for good measure. Something light and refreshing, like fruit perhaps. A rich and hearty meal with plenty of meat. A modest quantity of living mortal... Something light and refreshing, like fruit perhaps. Oh yes, that would be for someone coming out of a long slumber. Please take these apples with you then. They've just come in, I can guarantee their freshness. Afterwards, once your guest feels better, she's welcome to sample whatever else we can provide. Just let me know. Sure, it's easy enough. She's still asleep.
Light. Is this an inn? What happened? How did I get here? There's no time. I must rejoin the battle. I must...
Are you alright?
Oh, you're awake! Wonderful!
Oh god. Nidana!
What is this? Some sort of fiend?
A fiend? Where is it? Where? But this is no time for jokes. You're in the source, my dear. The world next door, so to speak. The others brought you here after you collapsed. I'll fetch them at once. Wait, just a moment.
She kind of stands out in all the color. They switched bodies. That's fun.
I took the liberty of arranging refreshments. I hope you find them as flavorful as they are invigorating.
This isn't what you promised. I suppose ether is ether.
Whoa.
Wait. Don't tell me you don't know how to eat?
I took what I needed from it. What's the problem?
Where's the enjoyment in that? You're supposed to bite, to chew, to savor, and then swallow. That's the way. So, did it taste good?
I don't know.
The long years without eating may have dulled your sense of taste.
Well, we voidsent have no need for such when consuming others. There are some who speak of taste when describing the quality and affinity of their prey's ether. But I loathe the act. Taking ether in small amounts like this is one thing, but diluting my essence, diminishing myself, I'd sooner die. And I have died, countless times.
You have? But what happens when you do?
Not much. After a while you return, together with all your expended life force. The important thing is to die where others won't devour you.
Amazing! My peers who study immortality and resurrection would be most interested in this phenomenon.
The question of taste aside, I am glad that you are able to partake of food like us. I dare say it agrees with your personal preferences.
That's true. You can keep giving me the same on a regular basis.
Very well. As my guest, I shall see that you do not want for comfort. And one other thing. We brought you to our world without your consent, and for that, I apologize. If you wish it, we will return you to yours once you have regained your strength.
It's fine. I have no reason to go back. Except for yours, perhaps. You intend to cross over again, I take it.
I do. I have yet to find my sister. I want nothing more than to rush to her aid, to find this Golbez and free her from his clutches, if he still holds her captive.
Though if our recent experience has taught us anything, 'tis that the 13th is more dangerous than we ever imagined. Caution must be our watchword.
Better late than never. In the short time you spent in our world, you left a trail of chaos in your wake. You managed to return in one piece this time, but don't assume you'll be so lucky the next.
Rest assured, we will make no assumptions and spare no preparation. Speaking of which, while we rest and ready ourselves, I ask that you tell me more about your home. In return, I will tell you about ours. I will show you my domain, Radzat-Han.
Again, a stranger in this strange land. I have a condition. You must come too.
Sure. Not doing anything else.
You have my thanks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Need everybody to load. Okay. The world is brimming with ether. I feel invigorated just standing here in the breeze. Glad I am to hear that. So, is there any place in particular you wish to see? Perhaps where the food came from. Apple, was it? Well, I don't expect I'll collapse again. It would be good to know where I can produce more if necessary. I shall introduce you to the head waitress, Miliel. Oh, okay. I wonder why she wants me to come. I mean, besides the whole, you know, Xeno's friend thing. But I wonder why she wants me to come along. I'm pretty sure I can't use ether rights while I'm doing this, right? I don't remember if I can use the ether rights, so we're just gonna walk. Trying to remember my way around Rodzet Han. Is it this way? No. It's this way. Dun, 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 dun. This is the place. The air is different here, and I speak not of the heat. There's a texture to it, a fullness, unlike that of elsewhere. You smell the cooking, I believe. Hanish cuisine is quite fragrant and delicious. I hope you will agree. No. You could attempt to introduce Zero to himself, but Miliel is more likely to be available. Welcome to Merides Mahane. Greetings, Miliel. May I introduce you to Zero? She is an esteemed guest, and I ask you to see to her meals during her stay. Ah yes, Merides has told me all. Please come to us whenever you're hungry. We'll look after you. 'Twas here that Ignis obtained the apple. While the palace cooks and prepare whatever you desire, it's certainly a quick and convenient food. I'll remember it. Who are the ones there, moving their bodies about? Is it for some ritual related to eating? The dancers. They move their bodies to bring pleasure to those who are watching. 'Tis a form of entertainment, part of our culture. How needlessly complicated. We void sent prefer simple pleasures. That may be the way of it now, but your world too must have had such complicated diversions once. I don't remember. But let us move on. I propose we visit Balshan Bazaar, where goods the world over may be found. I think I just came from there. I still don't understand why I have to be here. A world with light and life. What are all these things for? What do you do here? This is a marketplace where people buy and sell goods. Since its earliest days, Radzat Han has served as a trading hub, and here you'll find not only local products, but wares from distant lands. I should mention that the vendors generally only accept payment in coin or tombstones. If there's aught you desire, I shall take care of it. So that's what tombstones are for. Voidsent returned with them on occasion, but I never knew their purpose. They struck me as useless trinkets, and I couldn't understand your obsession with them. On that subject, there appears to be no shops in the 13th. Do you never make bargains in which possessions are exchanged? We do, but rarely. We strike bargains when we want something done. If we desire an object, we kill whoever has it. I see, I see. Your bargains may be likened to employment, I believe. I shall bear this in mind. With that, let us continue on. I propose we head to the High Crucible of Alchemia. Okay, whatever you say, Varshan. Ah, the crafters are out in force. Why, Master Vircha, how may we serve you this evening? If you're here for your vessel, I'm afraid we're still tending to it. No, there is no rush. Pray take as much time as you require. I know that I have complete faith in your work. The High Crucible is home to the finest alchemists. They are the ones who created my bodies and can provide you with healing as well. Now that I think on it, you weren't all surprised when I changed forms. Were you aware of my nature from the start, that I was the soul occupying a vessel not my own? It's hardly uncommon in our world. When given the chance, many shed their bodies to claim stronger ones. Oh, you must be the rumored guest. We've been most eager to meet you. If you have a moment, would you care to stay for some tea? The sisters know we'd love to hear your tales. No, I've had enough food for now, and can always obtain more without the need of inane chatter. Now, no need to decline outright. I dare say you are tired, so let us save it for another time and return to Megaduta. If aught catches your eye en route, do not hesitate to say so. I go up the stairs, right? Yes. Yes? Yes. I hope so. I'm already going upstairs. Oh, people should be up at this point. I think after MSQ, I'll take a small break and go get some tea and breakfast, and then we will resume. Some sort of fruit. Pitiful things, though. I imagine you need to eat a lot to derive any satisfaction. These are mulberry trees. While the fruits are indeed edible, more important are the leaves, which we feed to silkworms. Without the creatures, we wouldn't have the silk to make our famous Thavnarian weave. Furthermore, the bark of the tree also possesses medicinal properties. You would be hard-pressed to find a more useful plant. Is that so? Aside from food, I wouldn't have considered it any other purpose for it. Master Vircha and Ignis, too. If it isn't young Marad, and that must be your sister Yasra, it is all well at the orphanage. Yes, Your Excellency. The other children are very nice, and we all look out for one another. Oh, just the other day, Astinian came to see us. Everyone was really excited. Truly, Astinian paid you a visit, that as well. Is she a new friend? Friend, you know what that is? What, you mean you don't? She is a visitor from a faraway land, you see, and is still unfamiliar with our language. Then we'll teach you. A friend is someone you like to play with. play with. Xeno seemed to be enjoying himself when he fought you. Is that the same thing? More or less. I can say absolutely not. I see, but is having someone to play with so fulfilling? I still do not understand why. Why he traversed great expense, why he risked life and limb for you. But I waste energy dwelling on such things. I am not Xenos. I stand to gain nothing by knowing his heart. I'm sorry, I couldn't explain it well. There's no need to apologize. The fault is not yours, but mine for failing to make sense of your words. But we better get back to our errand. Goodbye, it was nice meeting you. Through Xenos, I thought I understood the ways of your world. But the more I learn of it, the more I realize how little I actually know. It's all so strange. Your behavior and your reasons. I find myself baffled at every turn. But the feeling is not unwelcome. I'm learning, bit by bit. It was the right decision to join you. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding, and was in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let us return to miqo'te. Okie dokie. Whatever you say, Varshan. Ooh, there's a vista over there. I'll have to look at it later. Welcome back, Mr. Scat. Will you be heading to the guest chambers?
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity. But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
We are all ears. Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men. Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer. When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They who were blessed with a singular power, the power to bind the ether of eidolons within crystals known as memoria. My mother was one such memoriate, but in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness, as was I.
And so you were born part Voidsent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed. They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Voidsent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a Voidsent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
Stola's just gonna tell her everything.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th. But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction. After which, some intrepid young souls succeeded in restoring life back to lands thought lost to light. Which gives me cause to hope the day may yet come when life springs forth anew in the 13th. Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more.
But
we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone.
He's very true.
Old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Restoring the light would serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Void Scent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price. And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more.
Fair.
I will consider this a deposit.
She's warming up to us. Though our time in the Void was short, we managed to ascertain that my sister yet lives, and it cannot be overstated how fortunate we are to have met Zero. But the greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for your encouragement to embark upon my search anew, and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. Golbez and his minions will seek to stimulate our efforts. Of this we can be sure. With you all at my side, I have confidence that we will succeed, that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. This one. Meanwhile, elsewhere.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbariccia. Useless, the both of them.
'Twas no lie. They conspire with a Memoriat.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them. In order to guarantee its success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for scheming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
We will give you cause to rejoice, my lord. This I vow. Ha ha! Some excitement for a change.
Okay, bye.
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps.
Okay.
The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free. As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled!
Okay. Okay, Golbez. Whatever you say. Even realms long lost to dark may find in memories of your birth spark. Why'd they spell memory that way? Whew.